Hello. Those who are attending online, whether they are getting my voice. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we will start our today's lecture. Now into the today's lecture, we will going to discuss the syllabus of our subject. That is nothing but the electrical machine design. Okay. I hope everybody brought the notebook with you. Has it? Is there anyone who is not having notebook with you? At least one notebook. I am not expecting lot of notebook. At least one notebook. Okay. So give the heading of our syllabus. Those who are attending online, whether screen is visible to them.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So give the heading of our subject, that is nothing but the electrical machine design. Okay. So this subject is for what? Yesterday I have told you already. How many marks? How many marks subject is there? 120. Okay, so this is our subject, that is nothing but the electrical machine design. Give the heading there in notebook, electrical machine design. Right there, ESC, end semester exam. For how many marks? 70 marks. Okay, before that, below that, write down ICA, term work. That is of what? How many marks it is there? For how many marks? 25 marks term work is there. Okay, then next, ISE, in semester exam. ICS stands for internal continuous assessment. Okay, that is of what? 25 marks. ISE, in semester exam, 30 marks. Okay, and after that, oral examination. University oral examination is of what? 25 marks. Written, everybody? Okay, now what we will do, see, whenever I will give you the brief about the syllabus, whenever I will give you the heading of first chapter, introduction, what you have to do, just write there giving the whatever the name as the first chapter introduction. But whenever we are writing it sub points, okay, means here, see on the screen, if you have to write like the introduction, chapter number first, write like this, introduction, whatever it may be. Okay, but whenever you are writing it's a sub point, whenever sub point is there, just make it arrow there. Make it arrow, write this next sub point. If again I am telling sub point, make arrow there, write there sub point. Okay, so that you will get a detailed idea about the what is the syllabus of our subject. Whenever I am saying like this, next point in the sense, that is the what I can say next sub point. That just make their arrow and write down there. Got it, everyone? Okay. So write down the first, the name of the first chapter, that is introduction. Okay, what is the name of our first chapter? Introduction. Introduction. Below that, write down its sub point. Sub points in the sense, which are the unit content. त्याच्यामध्ये त्या पर्टिक्युलर चॅप्टर मध्ये काय पॅरामीटर्स आहेत, म्हणजे आपण काय शिकणार आहोत. ओके, गॉट इट? सो राइट डाउन फर्स्ट, प्रिन्सिपल्स ऑफ डिझाइन. Principles of design. Principles of design. Next, design factors. Next, design factors. Next, specifications. Next, specifications. Next, limitations. Next is nothing but the limitations. And last point of this chapter is modern trends. Modern trends in the design of electrical machines. Modern trends in the design of electrical machines. So this is of our chapter number first. That is nothing but the introduction. That we will require, or just what we have to cover, some basic part is there. That is required for what? Learning the next chapter. For the next chapter, this chapter number 1 is the basic chapter. Okay. Now give the heading of second chapter. This is our second chapter. Write down design of transformer. Chapter number 2. Design of transformer. Okay. In that, now write down the subbits. First, types. First, types. Next, classification and specifications. Classifications and specifications. Classifications and specifications. Next, output equation. Next, output equation. Next, design of core. Design of core. Next point, selection of design constants. Selection of design constants. Next, design of yoke. Y-O-K-E. Design of yoke. Next, design of window. Design of window. Next, design of windings. Design of windings. Next, tank design. Tank design. T-A-N-K. Tank design with and without cooling tubes. Tank design with and without cooling tubes. Okay, so this is our chapter number 2. Now you are having idea that what we have to cover it into the chapter number 2. आपल्याला chapter number 2 मध्ये काय बघायचं ही तुम्हाला आयडिया आले. Now here, what is expected, what is prerequisite, or what is expected from you people, that at least you should know what is mean by yoke, what is mean by core. Okay, which are the different types of the transformer, that again we are seeing here also, but at least this is expected from you. Okay, what is yoke, what is core of the transformer, because whatever the construction of transformer is there, that you have already studied it into the second year. Okay, means what we are assuming, that whenever we are going to studying the electrical machine design, that time you should know what is the core, what is the winding of transformer, then what is the yoke of that transformer. Okay, then and then only it is possible for us to go with smoothly. Otherwise yoke काय core काय winding काय म्हणलं, then it becomes very difficult. Okay, because what happens that you have already studied it into the second year. See, and from this section number first, This chapter is very, very important. That is nothing but the design of transformer, because what? This chapter is having more weightage into the section number first, because many of the questions were going to be asked, or many of the question will going to be asked from this only second chapter, that is design of transformer. Because see, how many times the design word came here? How many times? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times design words came there. Means what? You on every design word we have to see the problem. On every design word we have to see the problems. Okay. Means what? Only the chapter second, that is nothing but the design of transformer, covers the almost 70% of the section number first. That's why particularly only this chapter is introduced into the section number first. Okay, म्हणजे जे काय फर्स्ट सेक्शनचे क्वेश्चन येतात युनिव्हर्सिटी मधले, त्यातले 70% क्वेश्चन कशाचे आहेत? दॅट इज बेस्ड ऑन दी चॅप्टर नंबर सेकंड, दॅट इज डिझाइन ऑफ ट्रान्सफॉर्मर. गॉट इट एव्हरीवन? Written down everybody syllabus. Okay, now give the next, that is nothing but the third chapter, design of DC machines. Design of, here it is written, design of, sorry, design of DC machines. Okay, below that write down its sub point. First, output equation of DC machines. Output equation of DC machines. Next point, factors affecting the size of rotating machines. Factors affecting the size of rotating machines. Next, the choice of specific loading. Choice of specific loading. Next point, separation of main dimensions. Here it is written, separation of main dimensions. Separation of main dimensions. Next, selection of number of poles. Selection of number of poles. Then next point, core length. Core length, here it is there, CORE, core length. Next, air gap. And last point, design of armature field system. Design of armature field system. Okay, now see, it is as we are going to concern with the design of transformer and design of DC machines, because see, whenever you are concerned with the design of rotating machines, it may be DC machine, it may be a induction motor, or it may be a synchronous machines. The very important point is nothing but the selection of number of poles. Okay, the number of poles that is applicable here only in the rotating machines. In the transformer there is no question of number of poles. बघितलं का कुठे तुम्ही ट्रान्सफॉर्मर मध्ये पोल्स आहेत? No. Where it is applicable? It is applicable in the DC machines, it is applicable in the induction motor, and it is applicable in the synchronous machines. Means whenever into the examination, if question will be there, if something is given and number of poles is given, that time by default you have to understand that this question is related to the design of rotating machines. ओके, रोटेटिंग मशीन्स म्हणजे आता तुमचं स्किल आहे की तुम्हाला ओळखायचं आहे दॅट वेदर दॅट प्रॉब्लेम इज ऑफ डीसी मशीन्स, इंडक्शन मोटर ऑर दी synchronous machines. But there is a very simple method. If that problem is arrived into the, or if that problem will appear into the section first, then which problem is there? That is design of DC machine. And if that will appear into the section second, then it is problem of induction motor or the synchronous machine. म्हणजे काय, into the first section we have to study 3 chapter, which is that introduction, design of transformer and design of DC machines. Means if into the examination, if problem is there into the section 1, then by default you have to understand or you have to know that this is related to the design of DC machines. तुम्ही क्वेश्चन पेपर बघितलंय त्यात सेक्शन 1 सेक्शन 2 मेन्शन केलेलं असतंय. Have you seen it? Into the question paper, it is mentioned section 1, all questions were there, and then section 2, all questions were there. Okay, means that is by default what you have to understood. If that problem will arise into the section 1, that is the problem of DC machine. Got it, everyone? So these 3 chapters we have to study it into the section number first, which is that, which is first chapter, introduction, which is second chapter, design of transformer, and which is third chapter, design of DC machines. Okay, so this is the section 1, chapter number 1, chapter number 2, and chapter number 3. These comprises of section first. Now give the heading section second. Section second. In that, unit number 4 or chapter number 4, what is that? Design of 3-phase induction motor. Give the heading design of 3-phase induction motor. Okay, written below that, write down, it's a sub point, output equation. Output equation. Then next, choice of specific loading. Choice of specific loading. Then third point, next point, main dimensions. Next point, it is written here, main dimensions. Next point, stator design. Stator design. Ata, see here, every time one word is there, what? Stator design, stator winding, stator core, stator slot. Okay, so no need to write for separately, just put it bracket there. Okay, जे ऑनलाइन स्टुडंट अटेंड करतायत त्यांनी आता स्टेटर डिझाइन दिला असेल त्याच्या समोर ब्रॅकेट करा आणि लिहा, त्याच्या समोर लिहा स्टेटर वाइंडिंग. स्टेटर वाइंडिंग कॉमा कॉमा स्टेटर कोअर. स्टेटर कोअर. then comma stator slot design. Stator slot design comma selection of stator slots. Selection of stator slots. Bracket complete. Bracket complete करा. Next point ला आता खाली next point, below that write down next point, air gap length. What is the point? Air gap length. Air gap length. Next point. Next point, rotor design. Rotor design. Now make the bracket there. Bracket करा. Write down selection of rotor slots. Selection of rotor slots, comma rotor bar calculation. इथे पहा rotor bar calculation, comma design of end ring, end ring, END RING, end ring. Then a design of wound rotor, WOUND, wound rotor, comma number of rotor turns, number of rotor turns, comma area of rotor conductors, comma rotor tooth density, comma design of rotor core, bracket complete. Okay, means whatever we have written, that is design of rotor, त्याच्यामध्ये हे सगळे पार्ट आहेत जे की आपण आता काय ब्रॅकेट मध्ये whatever we have written down. Okay, now what is expected? See, whenever you are learning this chapter, okay, our university clearly gives you, whenever you will refer the syllabus, no, university clearly given you what is expected from you or what prerequisite that you should know. बघा हे नीती दिलेलं आहे प्रत्येक चॅप्टरचे इथं prerequisite दिलेलं आहे. Whether you are saying it, what is the meaning of that prerequisite? You should know these things, which is that basic knowledge of construction, that is construction of three-phase induction motor, then types and working of three-phase induction motor. What is that prerequisite that you should know? Why? Because you have already studied it into the second year. Each and every chapter, not only it is for electrical machine design. If you can concern any subject, it may be power electronics or it may be signal system or whatever it may be. Every time or everywhere this one word is given, that is nothing but the prerequisite. म्हणजे काय हे तुम्हाला ते चॅप्टर शिकताना माहित पाहिजे किंवा त्याची बेसिक आयडिया तर पाहिजे. नाहीतर if someone will came in front of you and they said that write down next point design of wound rotor, that time what you will understand? If you don't know, that condition is there. If you don't know, then what you will understand? What is that wound rotor and all these things? Okay, means what? If I will say that design of end ring, means you should know in the construction of three-phase induction motor where that end ring is present. Okay, where that end ring should be present or where that end ring exactly position, where it is position. Okay, means that I am saying only this our subject is not applicable to design. If into the examination, if question will arise from the MCQ from machine also, then we can't say that it is out of syllabus. Have you got it? Means whatever the MCQ that which you are having for the machine 2, that MCQ is applicable for electrical machine design also, because you can't say that it is not part of our syllabus. आले का लक्षात? तुम्ही म्हणू शकणार नाही की आमचा सिलेबसचा पार्ट नाही. ओके, so what? That is basics of machine is expected. Have you got it? कारण मशीन डिझाइन हे कधी येणार आहे तुम्हाला? when you will learn the machine design, until and unless जर तुम्हाला मशीनच माहित नसेल तर मशीन डिझाइन येणार नाही असा त्याचा अर्थ नाही. म्हणजे तसं जर बघायला गेलं तर पण तर logic behind that you should know machine, then and then only it is possible for you to go for the machine design. Okay, those who are attending online, whether you have written it, those who are attending online, roll number 9 Mohini, whether you have written this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So give the next heading. Chapter number 5. Next heading. Chapter number 5. That is design of synchronous machines. Design of synchronous machines. Okay. So below that, write down first point, output equation. First point, output equation. Next, specific loading. Next, specific loading. Next point, design of salient pole machines. Design of salient pole machines. Okay. Into the bracket, write down. Into the bracket, write down main dimensions. Main dimensions, comma, length of air gap. Length of air gap, comma, armature design. Armature design. Okay, bracket complete. Bracket complete. Next point, write down the next point. Design of turbo alternator. A design of, here it is there, design of turbo alternator. Now into the bracket, make it bracket there, write down main dimensions. Main dimensions, comma, length of air gap. Length of air gap, comma, stator and rotor design. Stator and rotor design. Okay, bracket complete. Now what you are observing, can you anybody tell what you are observing into the chapter number 5 and chapter number 4 and 5? Which are the common points there? Which are the common points there? Everywhere main dimensions are there. Okay, everywhere output equation is there. Then everywhere length of air gap is there. Okay, and see, obviously stator and rotor is there. It means itself length of air gap is there. म्हणजे जिथं स्टेटर आणि रोटर आहे तिथं बाय डिफॉल्ट एअर गॅप असणारच आहे. गॉट इट एव्हरीवन? So and another stator and rotor design. So these are the some common points are there into the design of induction motor synchronous machines. Have you got it? So as far as chapter number 4 and chapter number 5 is concerned, some points are common into the chapter number 4 and chapter number 5. Have you got it? Means what we have to do? We have to take the reference of that point from the chapter number 4 and we have to go for the calculation from the chapter number 5. Have you got it? Because why? Everywhere it is there. Design of what I can say here. If you are concerning with the chapter, main dimensions, then length of air gap. Okay, design of rotor, design of stator. This all points everywhere it is there. Okay, so as far as our section second is concerned, this chapter 4, that is design of three-phase induction motor. This is very important. This chapter is also important, design of synchronous machine, but this chapter is also important, that is design of three-phase induction motor. Okay, now into the section second, both chapter, only two chapters we are having, design of induction motor and design of synchronous machines. Both chapter having the equal weightage into the section number second. Have you got it? Both chapter having equal weightage. means into the university examination, equal weightage is there for design of three-phase induction motor as well as the design of synchronous machines. Okay, now here, as far as they have used the general terms, synchronous machines. They have not used like the what I can say synchronous motor or like this other whatever special purpose machines are there. Okay, this is the generalized design. Synchronous machines they have said. Have you got it? They have not particularly specified synchronous motor or other things. This is the generalized design. Have you got it? Whenever we will study problem, you will understand what is difference. Whenever synchronous motor is there, synchronous generator is there. Okay. Now, below that, write down. This is our five chapter. Five chapter syllabus is there. Everybody written it in notebook. Okay. Those who are attending online, whether they have written it, whether they have written it in syllabus. Sorry, in their notebook.
Yes.
Swapnali. Roll number 25, Anmol, whether you have written it?
25. Yes, sir.
Have you written?
Yes, sir.
How many chapters are there for our electrical machine design?
5.
Can you tell me the name of that 5 chapters? Roll number 25, Anmol, whether it is possible for you to tell the name of 5 chapters? Already it is in note.
Introduction. Second is design of transformer.
Correct.
Third is design of DC machine. Fourth is design of three-phase induction motor. And fifth is design of synchronous machine.
Correct. Okay. Now below, everybody written this. Now next write down. Here it is given textbooks. Write down there. Textbook, which is applicable for our subject. Okay. Textbook. The first. इथे जसं लिहिलंय तसं लिहू नका. जसं मी सांगतो तसं लिहा. Okay. Don't write it. Whatever they written there. Write down first. A course in electrical machine design. The name of book is A Course in Electrical Machine Design. Okay. Publication कुठला ते दिलेला आहे. Next. What is that? Dhanpat Rai and Sons publication. Here it is written. Dhanpat Rai and Sons publication. And who is the author? त्याच्या पुढे लिहा by write down name of author. A.K. Sawhney. A.K. Sawhney. Sawhney. A.K. Sawhney. Next write down. Next. Second textbook. Principles of electrical machine design. Principles of electrical machine design. After that, write down the publication name. S.K. Kataria and Sons. S.K. Kataria and Sons. And after that, write down the name of author by R.K. Agarwal. R.K. Agarwal. Okay. Whatever these 2 textbooks are there, these are available in our library. And we require only these 2 textbooks. That is very enough for us. Okay. These 2 textbooks are available into the library. You can go see whatever if you want to take it there. No problem. Okay, both books are available. AK Soni is also available. RK Agarwal is also available. Both books. But as far as these two books are concerned, whenever you are going for theory, this AK Soni is good for understanding the theory behind the design. म्हणजे जर तुम्हाला डिझाईनची जर थेअरी पाहिजे असेल, then this book is good. That is AK Soni. But as far as problem is concerned, this book is very nice. That is RK Agarwal. Okay, and as far as the MCQs are concerned, your final MCQs, this book, that is RK Agarwal, as having lot of MCQs at the back side of that particular books. And as far as the history of our university is concerned, or whatever it may be, not a single MCQ is there out from that particular book. All 14 MCQ you will find in that RK Agarwal as far as final examination is concerned. Okay, भरपूर MCQ available आहेत in this particular book, that is RK Agarwal. And if theory exam is there 70 marks, how many marks MCQ is there? 14 marks. It is like that 90% MCQs from previous 5-year question paper you will find in book, that is nothing but the RK Agarwal. Got it? So this book is very, very useful for the problem MCQ. But if you are going to learn the theory, then language is difficult from this book, that is RK Agarwal. Language is difficult for understanding. So for understanding theory, you can refer this AK Soni. And for problem practice, you can refer this RK Agarwal. Okay? These two books are available. Now below that, write down reference books. Below that, write down reference books. Okay, write down first performance and design of AC machines. Performance and design of AC machines. Below that, after that, write down its publication. CBS Publishers and Distributors. CBS Publishers and Distributors. Okay. After that, write down author's name by M.G. Say. Here it is written M.G. Say. Then second, performance and design of DC machines. Performance and design of DC machines. Publication lab, CBS Publishers and Distributors. CBS Publishers and Distributor. And after that, write down the name of author by A.E. Clayton. Here written here, A.E. Clayton. This is Clayton. Below that, everyone written this? Okay. Below that, write down ICA. What we have to do for ICA? Give the heading ICA, Internal Continuous Assessment. ICA. Okay. Below that, write down ICA consists of at least how many drawing sheet we have to draw? Here it is written 6. We will draw 6, no problem. 4 it is minimum, but they have syllabus, they have mentioned 6. We will draw 6. Okay, at least 6 drawing sheets. At least 6 drawing sheets. काय करायचंय? ड्रॉइंग शीट काढायचे आपल्याला. ओके, ऑलरेडी इट इज विथ मी. माझ्याकडे ऑलरेडी आहे ते. whenever our practical is there, practical slot time is there, that time what we will do, I will display that sheet here. Okay, just you have to look it and you have to draw it, but make sure that whenever that period is there or whenever that schedule is there, you should have all the basic apparatus, that is pencil, rubber, sharpener, scale, whatever it may be. Okay, it should not be like that you are having pen and with the help of pen you are drawing it. Okay, there is a one basic rule in while drawing sheet is that no pen allowed on the drawing sheet, only you have to use the pencil. Then you are having freedom that which, what I can say, which pencil you have to use, that is your freedom. But that looks good. म्हणजे लक्षात घ्या, ड्रॉइंग शीट काढायचं म्हणजे तिथं आपल्याला आपलं हे दाखवायचं नाहीये, काय म्हणतो त्याला, तुमचं जे चित्रकलेचं कौशल्य आहे ते तिथे दाखवायचं नाही. वॉट एव्हर ड्रॉइंग पार्ट इज देअर दॅट वी डोंट हॅव टू शो देअर, बट व्हॉट इज एक्सपेक्टेड फ्रॉम अस that at least we have idea whenever we are designing that, no, what is that exactly that we should know. That's why these drawing sheets are there. Okay, नाहीतरी असं नाही की उगाच 2 दिवस झाले एकच ड्रॉइंग शीट काढताय, इट शुड नॉट बी लाईक दॅट. ओके, त्याच्यावर वेळ घालवण्यात काही पॉईंट नाही. पटपट पटपट ड्रॉ करून it is we have to finish it. Okay, 6 drawing sheets. 6 drawing sheet in the sense in each drawing there are at least 2, 3, 4 diagrams are there. Means it is not like that one drawing sheet, one diagram is there. Okay, means how many diagrams are there? 6 diagrams. It is not like that. In any of the drawing sheet 4, 3, 4, 3, some as far as the windings of transformer concerned, 7 to 8 diagrams are there. Okay, and it requires time. Again I am saying, it is not like that you are like our freehand sketch, असं बघितलंय काढलंय असं नाही. It requires the time. Okay, because we have to draw whole assembly, त्यामुळे वेळ लागतोय. त्यामुळे असं नाही की आता बघितलंय काढलंय असं नाही. ओके, व्यवस्थित केलं तर व्यवस्थितच ड्रॉ करा, बिकॉज वी आर हॅव्हिंग दी मार्क्स फॉर दॅट. आपल्याला त्याचे मार्क आहेत. वी हॅव टू प्रिझर्व युअर शीट्स. Okay, whenever you will appear for external oral, that time you have to show the external what you have did. Okay, whether it is maybe good or bad, you have to show him or her, who it may be. Sir, I did this. Okay, and see, if sheet is not there, that person is not allowed for the final practical, oral examination. That is compulsory. Star mark requirement is there that you should have sheet with you. Okay, might be you have drawn for the graphics, I don't know, but you have not did covering and all these things. Okay, it just has misplaced. म्हणजे काय, त्याच्यानंतरच मे बी whenever you are into the middle of graphics, that lockdown will get happen. So lockdown happened. Okay, so there is a proper method for combining that all sheet, putting the covers for that sheet, then putting the what I can say index there, taking the name of signature of your what I can say subject teacher, HOD madam and principal signature. Lot of formalities are there. Formalities I am saying. Yeah? So you have to do this. From might be on each Thursday, I think our practical slot is there, and might from 10 to 11:30 EMD practical slot is there. Okay, so and whenever for sitting the practical, we will sit on one bench each. Okay, भरपूर बेंच आहेत, ते मागचं तर मोकळंच आहे सगळं. त्यामुळे एका जर कुणाला त्यांची ड्रॉइंग चांगल्या रीतीने दाखवायची असेल त्यांनी ड्राफ्टर घेऊन आला तरी चालेल, पण इथे ड्राफ्टर घेऊन येऊन दुसऱ्याला अभ्यास करू नका. ओके, फॉर ऍडजस्टमेंट ऑफ ड्राफ्टर ऑलरेडी ऑल अरेंजमेंट्स आर हिअर फॉर युअर बेंच. ऑल अरेंजमेंट इज देअर, but no need of drafter, only bring the that what you can say roller, that is enough for drawing. Okay, so this is for our subject, that is nothing but the electrical machine design. Those who are attending online, whether they have taken the note of this, which what I can say which books we have to refer, have you taken the notes of this? Okay, so if tomorrow lecture is there, we will start our syllabus, that is what I can say chapter number first.